come out that we went through. The barriers, when I say, and I can only speak for me, when I came home, I couldn't walk. I was homeless. I had so many barriers that it was crazy. If it wasn't for this young lady right here, Audrey Taylor, while I was in transition, she came through and she was talking about returning citizens and our rights, ban the box. They trying to get a law to ban the box so that it wouldn't be, are you employed, are you a convicted felon on the employment stuff. And I was like, well, I'm a returning citizen. And how you going to do all of that? What's going to make you do that? So, y'all can't hear me? Oh, okay, well, let me sit over here. I don't want to leave y'all out. That's my crew over here, y'all. That's my crew.
Well, talk loud so I can hear you.
Okay.
Brenda.
I'm going to fight you.
Take the roll. I don't eat bread.
Sweetie, I'm doing my presentation. You're going to come around.
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay, in the community.
What's up, Mabel?
I'm in the community. Did you get my call? Just come on through. Just come on through. Yeah. Just come on through the lobby. Man, ain't gonna show you where to come. So many barriers. So many, and all returning citizens have these barriers.
Yes, I did pick it up.
So when I met Aja taught me how to advocate. My first campaign was ban the box. Ban the box is you can't have on no job applications are you a convicted felon, nor can you act it on an interview. So I was going to the Wilson building, and I was doing the walkthroughs and the turnarounds and the turnabouts. You couldn't tell me I wasn't important. Because I'm trying to get something done for my returning citizen friends, because I left a lot of friends in here. And we did it, and we fought. And we fought it. I don't mean with the hands, because that's all that's my class. But anyhow, I learned how to fight with my voice. And I fought without the cuffs. After I fought, I ain't get no cuffs. I ain't have to see no judge. I ain't have to do none of that. I got what I wanted. The box to be banned. So when my friends come home and fill out a job application, they can get hired without no barriers. Then I went down housing.
She told me to call.
I seen on the housing application, are you a convicted felon? Huh? Are you serious? We just got over this. So I went to my colleagues, my lawyer friends, because I like my lawyer friends. And we was having a meeting, and I put it on the table. We did ban the box for employment. Can we do it for housing? And they looked at each other and they said, well, it can be done. And we did it. And we won. Woo. Yeah. Ban the box for housing. You can't go no further than 7 years on somebody's conviction.
Okay.
After that, you got to leave them people alone.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone free. Let them concede. Don't keep saying second chance and you're playing with it. Don't say we having a second chance and you're not giving us a second chance. Because guess what else they got over our heads? And I'm about to fight this too, and I want y'all to fight with me. Background checks. Now, stop focusing on my past and look at who I am today.
Okay.
So, you want to do a background check, check out how I successfully completed parole. I got early termination. I'm now a law-abiding citizen. I'm doing everything in my rights to stay legal. Why? Terminated my parole early. I can't make you a liar, and I got to set the pace for people that's coming behind me that's going to get early termination and doing what they need to do. And all that needs to be on our background check. You can put what's wrong about me on your background check. Now, why don't you put what's right about me on the background check? So I want to challenge you. Because you use it to hurt me. You say you're going to give me a second chance. Double jeopardy is against the law. Because when you do time for justice, you got to come home and do time for society. Is that fair? No. And that's one little thing that keep bothering us. Background check. My background was dirty because I was young, stupid, and on the other stuff that I ain't had no knowledge of what to write for me, and you know. But look at who I am today. And that's what I want them to look at, all returning citizens. Look who I am today. What I stand for today. I can be a manager at McDonald's, Giants. I can be a director of a program. I can be whatever, but I'm working. And I'm minding my business. And I'm out the way. And that could be on the background check today. She working. She minding her business. And she out the way. However you want to put it, politically, analogically, or professionally. But that's what we're doing. A lot of us. A lot of us ain't out there doing the same stuff that got us caught up. Because we're going to catch them too. They just need us to grab them and talk to them like, this is what's going on. Ain't no sense in everybody doing all this work to get all these people out, and they don't have nothing to hold fast on, nothing to stand for. A lot of them think, oh, this ain't, oh, I can't get a job. Oh, one of my friends, he was working so good with Metro for a whole year. And they told him, because of his background, he could no longer work. This was a man in the streets all his life, swinging and banging. Finally got a job, was so happy you thought he was a kid in a candy store. Making a living legally. The feds can't kick the door in and do nothing. And they took that for him, and that man went into a deep depression. Said, you know what happened? Like, it's no sense in us. There ain't no sense in me try. Okay, I tried it y'all way. Look what y'all did to me. He had a seizure. Passed out. They found the gun on him. Because he's on paper, he's back in prison. Wow. But that night, he was going back to his old self. But that seed and them amylines saved him. He in prison. But it was, he just had to hold fast. I had him. I was going to run him down Bread for the City and 441 on the 5th floor with the people. Oh, what's the name of people on 441? Human rights. I was going to run him there. I was going to give him some help. He just couldn't hold fast. They had no right to do that to him. He was working for a whole year. It happened to me. Once we got banned the box. And then they go on discriminate against me. Who? And I have to, okay, we passed this law, let me see how it's going to work. Hey, I won that one lawsuit. But shit. Because those are my rights. The man said, you weren't trying to tell us about your charge. But the application said, have you had any convictions in the last 7 years? That child was 15 years old. So I had to put it on paper. And that's what I told the good lawyer in the time, because I had my friends with the city lawyers. And look, I went to that corporate lawyer, thought he was, this is a big company. I mean big, y'all be so shocked at who it is. But big, and that's part of the stipulation, I can't talk about them. I can't tell their name. But I won. I won. And that's all I need to know now. Excuse me. Miss Williams, you sit on this side. Yeah, this the side. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, y'all. How you doing, Miss Williams? So, that's what I want. I want to train on organizing, advocating, because we did it where we was in. They ain't had the right color dye for black people hair. They ain't had the right color shaving cream for our black men. So we fought till we got it on commissary. We paying for it. We fought about what food we wanted. So we can fight about what's going on in, we can fight about what's going on out here in the free world. To keep us free. Keep us focused. And it ain't nothing to do but to do it. A lot of the organizations I invited, they didn't come, but it's okay. Me and Mr. Leonard went fiddling with this for how many years? About 5.
Yeah.
And we started talking about we gonna write a grant. We was playing with it, me, Mr. Leonard, and Lark. We was sitting here playing with these people in their grant. Ain't got one. We got a grant. So with our money, I said, Mr. Leonard, we gotta do some marketing. Lark is our media. We gotta market our program. Because today is November the 20th. It's going to be our anniversary next year. Every November the 20th.
That's the first anniversary?
That's going to be our first anniversary 2020, and you're going to be my sergeant at arms. Right. I got a group going in my building called Voices Matter. A lot of them are sitting here as we speak. And our voice matters. Got me some soldiers over here. I ain't bragging, but I got me some soldiers. They be ready. They took our bus stop, and we got our bus stop back. Yes, we did, didn't we, y'all? Yeah, we don't even playing. We got our bus stop back, and that goes to show I invited them here because they know about all organizing and advocating and working together. And united we stand, divided we fall, and we stood together. And the people at the church didn't want the bus stop because they said it was blocking the cross. I said, my neighbors is in wheelchairs, crutches, and canes. They need that bus stop right there. That cross y'all talking about is a piece of wood. It is not God. And guess what came up? Metro still open doors right there on the corner of 4th and Delaware, don't it, y'all? Because we fought, we argued about it, and we fought about it, and we got our bus stop. And that's all I want to do is teach my returning citizens and their programs how to organize and advocate. I'm mad and I'm sick about that halfway house. Our brothers got to go to Baltimore, Delaware when they come home, if it ain't no Hope Village.
They shut it down?
They won't shut it down. I want to know, is it too late to fight?
What's the name of it?
Hope Village.
Oh, really?
That's all I need to know, is it too late to fight? And if it's too late to fight, then we need to find a building where they're going to put up another one. Because according to Eleanor Norton Holmes, it's supposed to have been one here in Southwest. And she said she was going to do it. So, I think I need to rally and hold her to that. Because if you're giving them a second chance, part of your parole and probation is to work. In the halfway house, you have to work. So you can pay your 25%. So if they working in Baltimore and Delaware, when they come home, what's going to happen? They live in D.C. They need to work in D.C. They need to start the grounds back in D.C. They don't need to be in Baltimore, Delaware. They don't know them people. Even though Delaware don't have no taxes. But anyway, they don't know them people. Their families are here in D.C. Don't be on the slick way and putting about 150 of our people out of D.C. because they're trying to put us out anyway. So you're going to sneak them in Delaware and Baltimore? No, that's not fair. Because when I came through the halfway house, I seen all the people from Virginia in a D.C. halfway house because their halfway house was 2 hours from where they live at, and the D.C. halfway house was just 15 minutes. So that means people from D.C. couldn't come home until y'all left. And y'all got your own halfway house. And there was some other people. They ain't have to work. We came home, we had to get ready for our children as women. We had to do a lot just to get a visit or overnight visit with our children. And they come in our halfway house because they live in Virginia. The next weekend they with their kids having sleepovers. We had to get a job. We had to do all these programs. just to see our kids that we ain't seen, just like they ain't seen their kids in 3 years. Some of us ain't seen our kids in 10 and 15. The only difference between us was the color of our skin. And it matters even in re-entry. A lot of the women that I was locked up with, one is a pharmacy and begged me not to say nothing to where I knew her from. We still assist in the struggle, even though our skin is different. I already know. Y'all gonna get what y'all want, whether y'all went to jail or not. I'm not gonna do that to you, plus I knew you had children. We made friends while we were in, you know what I'm saying? But I can't get no job in no pharmacy. Or no police force. I even seen one sitting in the parole place, probation parole. Talking about she's somebody parole and probation officer. Come on now. Girl, don't they play too much? Now how you do that? Well, hey, however you did it, hey, that's on you, but I know it can be done. So I brought you guys here to talk about and, you know, advocating and organizing and everything. So now I'm going to let Mr. Leonard talk. Give y'all his spiel. And if you got any questions or answers, you're welcome. We got a session. So you want to tell us
Good evening, y'all. I want to thank y'all once again for coming out. You worked all day long, but you took the time to come out, and we really appreciate it. Really do. I want to thank my partner, Chearie, and ain't she great? Chearie bad. I love her to death. Chearie, Asha also. Asha girl also. Got to thank her. That's the boss lady. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Moved to D.C. after my Marine Corps tour duty, and I got that good government job at the FBI. That's how I ended up in Washington, D.C. But the FBI wasn't paying no money. So you young, you want a car, you want the women, you want money in your pocket. So I went into the private industry. I worked for a law firm, patent and trademark law firm for 20 years. My health got bad, and that got to the point where I needed to go to a place like Bread for the City. I never knew anything about a Bread for the City, food stamps, or anything like that until my health went bad. And when I needed help, I started understanding why some people are in positions due to no fault of their own. It causes them, when you're desperate, you'll do things that you never thought you would do to make ends meet. Now, it's only by the grace of God that I've never been incarcerated. In the military I was. Went to the brig twice, 30 days, and that killed me. So I know I can't make it in a civilian prison. I know I can't do it. But I started seeing young men in my neighborhood in and out of prison, and I knew these guys since they were knee-high to grasshoppers. And I used to blame them in a way. But after getting into a hardship case myself, I started to understand that they're just victims of their own circumstances. You know, they have to do things to put food on the table, and a lot of those things aren't legal. You know, but you know, we call insurance companies illegal, but that's just a hustle.
Right.
You know, pharmaceutical, we call that legal, but that's just a hustle.
That's right.
So I'm not going to knock any young man or woman for doing what they have to do to make ends meet, and unfortunately end up in prison. So, with that being said, Chearie and I, we want to help you all help train your people in advocacy work. And I think Chearie showed her credentials. Chearie, Aja did ban the box. They got that taken care of. But the powers that be are trying to bypass that by going to the background check thing. All those young guys that I knew from knee high to the grasshopper got incarcerated, the band the box, they got the job. And just like Chearie said, 6 months, a year later, they get the background check, and they lost their jobs again. Wanted to do the right thing. Wanted to help their family. But the powers that be play their little games. So this is why we need advocacy. This is why they need advocacy. This is why they need to know how to organize to fight this. You know, they need help. And we have to help them help themselves. So,
Excuse me.
yes, sir.
You just said something. In the beginning, they didn't have to have a background check. But a year later, they did a background check on them then.
Well, on the application, they used to have the box where you have to tell if you had a felony. And that would be enough for you not to get the job. But after, you know, Aja and Chearie and, you know, Bread for the City and other nonprofits fighting that legislation to get that box taken off job applications. Well, you know, Crackers said, okay, they got that, but we're going to circumvent that. And once we do the background check, we're going to fire them anyway. But, hey, people committing suicide.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, we need to let them do that. We have to advocate. We have to know how to organize. We have to know how to fight. So, Grid for the City, Connection, Chearie and I, we have what's called TMOI, Terrence Moore Organizing Institute. And we have a vast curriculum we put together, advocating training curriculum. Thanks to Aja, we put together all type of good trainings, great trainings. And a couple of the ones that I really enjoy facilitating is Introduction to Group Communication. And when you're organizing and you're putting campaigns together and you got a group of people, you need to understand what a group is. See, a lot of us don't even understand that a group is a living, breathing entity with ego, and people are afraid and people only want to do this and that. And you need to understand that when you're organizing a group and have a campaign. You know, some of the basic things that we talk about is why is learning to work in groups important? What makes group communication different from interaction in crowds or gathering of people? How do groups differ in terms of their goals or membership? In what ways do the advantages of working in groups outweigh the disadvantages? How does both and approach help resolve dialectic tensions in groups? And dialectic means that when we get in groups, we have these arguments and we have this friction, which can be good if you know how to use it. Friction and arguments are good. Don't ever be afraid to argue with one another in a group because you can use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Bet you most of us didn't even know that, but now you do. Let that work to your advantage when you're putting together these big campaigns and things. Don't be afraid of that. The next one of my favorites is critical thinking basics. And y'all hear Trump talk about fake news. Y'all hollering fake news. Fake news. What's fake news? And how do you know that it's fake? How do you know that it's fake? I mean, you got people believing that Hillary Clinton went down to a restaurant and was shooting people. Yeah. No thinking at all. He just watched Fox News and they told him that he did that with those white supremacists, and he goes down there looking for Hillary Clinton to shoot her. Okay? You got people who believe Trump when he says, I'm going to bring coal back. I'm from Pennsylvania. I know you're not bringing coal back. Nobody wants coal back. Who wants coal back? Nobody. But you got these people who believe it. And that's scary. These people don't have an original thought in their heads. And these are the people who we are up against. Do you know Trump people with the Obama insurance thing? Obama was giving states like $10 billion to start Obamacare. And if they didn't want to use it, they could build better roads and schools and swimming pools and stuff like that for the kids. No, just because it was Obama's money, they turned it down. So you just understand that you got these people who hate you so much that they turn it down. Money didn't improve their lives and their kids' lives because some black man gave them the money. This is what we are up against. You have to know how to fight this. You have to understand who these people are. If y'all think Trump going to stop at the Latinos, getting rid of them, if y'all think he's going to stop there, y'all really think he's going to stop there, just listen to him. He coming after us too. And y'all might think that can't happen. Yeah, y'all better start critically thinking and understand. Know how to do your research. Know how to break down an argument. Frame your argument in a persuasive way to get this judge or city council member on your side. We need to know how to do that, people. We need to know how to do that. And with the critically thinking course, we ask, it's a basic course. We ask, what is a claim? Does anybody know what a claim is? Okay. What is an argument? Is that when you fight and fisticuffs and throwing and knives and shooting? No. How many parts does an active argument? What's a value judgment? Has anybody ever heard of ad hominem? There you go, Miss Hawk. You've heard it, but you didn't know what it was. An ad hominem is when, like Trump, they're talking about him in the telephone conversation, and he takes the conversation all the way over here and blames somebody else. And you wonder how he do that. But that's an ad hominem. It's to distract you, to get the heat off of him, and put your focus on something. We need to know what these things are when we hear the talking heads in Sunday morning talking about these things. We need to know how they're framing their argument so we know what is real news and fake news. Okay? And my favorite, if you're going to do campaign or you have a group together, we do participatory action research. Does anybody know what PAR is? Participatory action research is? Okay, participant action research is a way of collecting information for organizing that honors, centers, and reflects the experiences of people most directly affected by issues in our communities. Ain't that great? Ain't that great? That's great. Some basic principles of participatory action research. Get this. We are experts in our own experiences. We all know that. I'm an expert in my experience. Cherie's an expert in her experience. Sure. Okay, can't nobody tell me about the military, and I don't know how to fight the military and get around the military. Same way with Chearie when it comes to re-entry back into the civilian world. There are things we know because we've experienced it, we lived it.
Been there, done that.
What's that?
Been there, done that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Another basic of participatory action research, we control the gathering and use of information about our communities. Not whiteys. We control the information to do with it what we want done to better our community, not what they say. And another, we gather information to inform our actions for change. We gather information to inform our actions for change. What that is, you go out into, we deal with ex-offenders, returning citizens. We got to go talk to a bunch of them to find out, like, what's the 5 top things that's messing with y'all. And out of those top 5, we're going to take the top 3 and we're going to work on them, get legislation on them with their help. That's participatory action research. Great course. I just want to thank y'all, and I hope and pray that you all will do business with us and let us work with you all in this advocacy training. I love training. I love facilitating. I've had some of the best teachers that bred for the city, and Aja Girl over here, and we're ready to help y'all fight, help train your people in advocacy, organizing, and grassroots. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, Ms. Margaret.
And I would like to add a plug,
Yes,
because
sir.
we're doing these phone calls on December the 9th at 12 p.m. We will be in front of DCHA protesting our situation.
Yes, sir. That's
And we're going to have a prep party on December the 5th at Bread for the City Southeast, 1640 Good Hope Road at 5:36 p.m. We're preparing banners and signs, and we're going to come together and we're going to strategize, because on December the 9th at 12 p.m., we will be in front of DCHA.
That's
Which is
Monday.
1133 North Calvin.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to be seeing coming soon, right after Thanksgiving, right when they come back to work,
Yeah.
right when they're going to lunch. They're going to be looking in our faces.
What time we gonna be there?
It's going to be 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Be there, be square, ready to protest.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for your time, gentlemen, madam. Thank y'all. Thank you, madam. Thank y'all for coming. I know it's hard after a long day's worth of work, hump day, middle of the week. Thank y'all very much. Alicia, man, we hope y'all ate good. Something.
Yeah.
Looking at your flyer for the China School organization. So I see that training here 5 days a week for 8 weeks. So how does that schedule look like?
Usually we do turns more like one day.
Yeah, it's usually one day.
One day a
We
week.
have been 2 days a week at one time. It really depends. It had been 2 days a week in the evenings one time.
And then one day a week during the day.
Yeah.
So it depends, like when we do our,
The new one won't be till January.
what you call that? When we do our,
Curriculum, agenda, like what, flyer?
before we do it, when we had that meeting.
Oh, orientation.
Orientation. When we have our orientation, then we'll know, that's how we can decide on the day, like what's good for you guys. You know, like if the majority in the room work during the day, then it'll be in the evening.
Right.
So is this just a one day? It's an 8-week training, 1 day a week.
Yes.
For how many hours a day?
Between two,
Like 3 to 3. Yeah.
And this is for the organizing.
organizing, advocating, you're gonna learn everything. We do, mapping, community mapping. It's just teaching you how to organize, and it's different ways to organize. And Terrence Moore is going to teach you how.
Can you come to our office, or we have to just come to you?
Well, it depends.
We can talk.
We can talk about that because it depends on the group. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to do your whole office, we can come to you. You know, you had a space. Hey, here we come with our books. We ready.
So is the training, is it fee-based training or is it free?
Well, it's fee-based because that's a part of our organization. That's a part of our
Sustainability.
sustainability. So yeah, and it depends on the size in the group. That depends. That's how the fee goes. And what we want to do, we want to train and organize so when you get more employees or more people, you can do it yourself. You see what I'm saying? We're trying to branch it out. Let everybody know how to do it, learn how to do it. And it's helpful on all levels. All levels. Because we do this, Connections is with Returning Citizen. The core group, and that's us, all of us, completed the Terrence Moore. Well, I never did it. I always taught because I was taught by events. And we put the marshal together, and we just go out and do it. Now, it's so natural to me, I ain't even scared or nervous no more, you know. And I try to do it the way you can understand. I don't want to use all them words and confuse people. So we put it together, and it's gonna be great. Now, I trained my seniors, because we had a situation about the bus stop, and all of them knew how to organize and advocate, because they the ones set the pay for us. And we got our bus stop back, because they wasn't having it, you know what I mean? And now we got another fight, because they're trying to shut down public housing. So, me and my crew, we got to get together and have our meetings and talk about our strategy on how we're going to do this. And one of our strategies is allowing them to watch the movie Chocolate City. So they can see what those people went through, so we can get the good out of it and try to turn the bad. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're not going to do. It didn't work for them. We're going to try to do things that's going to work for us in our campaign. And that's what our campaign is about with Bread for the City and our core group, the right to D.C. Because everybody had that right. And on the 9th, I might go to jail. You might see me on the news with a house, like a roof on my head, shutting down North Capitol during the rush hour. You know, because we can leave around after 12. They don't tell you how long you can protest. I might shut North Capitol down, so on the 9th, don't go that way here. Because there ain't no cars coming through the bridge. You know, y'all going to hear us. Like, ask us what we want for public housing. Ask us how we feel. Not what y'all think we feel or how y'all think we feel. You know? Y'all done got us infested with lead. We don't know what's going on. So, yeah, I like to fight now. See, Archie told me how to fight with my mouth. So I don't have to get the Chanels and be walking the green mile looking stupid waiting for the count to clear. I know how to fight. I fight with my words. I put my hands up in the air with a sign. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. And I like it because it's helping. It's helping. It helps people who don't know how. You know, we can fight for them and teach them how to fight because the money. See, the power isn't in money. The power is in numbers, people. Because, you know, we go down to Archie numbers and take me out to the Wilson building, the city council people, and people just be talking to them, and they turn their chair around, act like they sleep. And they be like, well, the people it's affecting, I don't see them here. That's why they do what they do to us, because it's not enough of us there.
Yeah.
So my goal is to get it standing room only. Yeah. This is what we want. We can't put everything on housing because the mayor got her hand up. She got a nickel in that quarter. Because since she been mayor, she have not funded the voucher system. People thinking they on the waiting list. Ain't no waiting list. Ain't no money. She's not funding it. And she ain't going to fund it. She don't care. Only reason why she's helping with child care is because she got a baby now. Yeah. That's the only reason. Child care going down and you got all these other little stipulations. But if it don't concern her housing, that's a leap for her. She try to act like it, but should nobody be living in no tunnels. No. And even with them people, she done put lights up, put bike racks. Wherever you see tents, all of a sudden you see construction there so them people had nowhere to go. The shelters aren't safe. You said it's supposed to be a shelter in each quarter. Have anybody seen one yet? Only one I've seen is the one they're building over here on Southwest, and it's brand new. And I've seen one in Southeast. On 6th Street. Yeah, but the other people, they ain't thinking about her. And she ain't thinking about them not thinking about her. You shut DC General down because you thought it was going to be for Amazon. Yep. Amazon tricked you. They don't want it. But guess what she putting up their name? Townhouses. Condos. That's a slap in the face. What? For the women that's sitting in her to tell them to shelter, knowing that they putting up houses that they can't afford to live in. That's how evil she is. That's crazy. So guess what? What's his name? Benzo. That's his name. Jeff Benzo. The Amazon man. Bezos. He bought 2 mansions here in D.C. for $23 million and put them together. Now that's finished. Now he building a whole affordable housing community in Virginia where Amazon is.
Affordable housing. Oh, I know that's
affordable housing. Ain't that cute? But don't that make our man look stupid? You shut them people down. You was ready to tear them buildings down with asbestos and everything else that can kill you. Because you thought Amazon was going to be right there. So, I mean, it's a lot we got to look at. It's a lot we need to think about. They don't care nothing about us. So we got to care about us. And in the process of us caring about us, we got to fight. And we ain't got to throw rocks and shoot up her car or nothing like that. We can fight it with our power, and power is in people. I just learned that too, y'all. And since I've been doing it that way, I've been staying out of trouble. You know? Any more questions?
Does anybody have questions for me?
Everybody good? Everybody food? Y'all like y'all meals? Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be reaching back out. We have another one. Those who want training, let us know. Our information is on these little, the agendas. You know, y'all want to get in touch? Even if it's to talk. Oh, and for the returning citizen crew, y'all can send y'all clients over to 301 N Street Friday. They're having a hiring for the Census Bureau. So the people will be there Friday for the Census Bureau. And the people that's not returning citizens, the people that got a nephew or son or somebody who need a job, and the pay starts, I think they said $25 to $27 an hour. So they doing they doing a hiring over here at 203. Get to 203, you got to go through this building right here and walk straight through, and the enhancement center sits right there.
So you said 301 N Street,
203 N Street.
Southwest?
Yes.
Right here.
The next building.
So.
And you just walk straight through the next building, you kick the cats onto the side, on through the next building, and the enhancement center sits right there.
You know what time it starts?
9 a.m. Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, 9 a.m. The man gave me some cards.
This Friday, right?
Are they gonna have training for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you say that one more time?
At 203 N Street Friday, the Census Bureau will be there too. They're doing hiring. They're hiring. And how long the job is, I think it's the whole year, for the whole year 2020, right?
What age? What age is it?
From 18 on up.
Yeah.
From 18 on up.
And I know they really are looking to hire, like, folks from, like, who are black people, other people of color, because they want to make sure that a lot of different people are represented. Yeah, someone had emailed us about the same thing.
So, let my people know
Thank you so much.
I can't do it, because I'm not knocking on nobody's door, asking about how many people live in your house, and they're going to sit there and we're going to start fighting.
Pull me in there.
But you want to know how many people in my house? Oh, where you come? And it's just about counting.
Pull me in there.
But I ain't doing it. See, I know what I can do and I know what I can't do. But the money is good. It's good for savings. Right? Oh, I ain't saying she was wrong. I'm just saying she shouldn't have had to do it, because the mother should have handled it from the door. You talking about you call my mother, little girl.
Exactly.
So we need to talk about that in schools, how to respect our teachers. Your teachers are your future. They're there to teach you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to have fun. So thank you all for coming. I really enjoyed you guys. And y'all have a safe night. Have a safe trip home, okay?